Okay guys, today I'm going to share with you how I sew elastic together when you're doing a waistband of some sort. So I'm just going to use these small pieces to demonstrate what I do. So this is where our waistband comes together, and a lot of people tell you to overlap the elastic and then stitch it in one way or another. What I've never liked about that is you end up with this double fat area here, and it's just always bugged me in waistband. So I came up with a better way to put them together to prevent that. So what you're going to do is just butt the edges up together and put them under the needle, and center where the cut is in the center of the foot. So that's what we're going to do. Let me see here, about right there, and put our foot down. So we're going to start with a zigzag stitch, and we're going to go to our widest zigzag on our first run. So what we're going to do is zigzag forwards, backwards, and then forwards. Each time we change directions, we're going to go to a narrower zigzag. So I'll do 5 forward, then I will come down to 3 back, and then I'll go down to 2 when I come back forward again, and that will hold this elastic together. So you may want to use a ballpoint needle when you do this to keep it from cutting the thread on the elastic. That will work. I think I've got a generic needle on this one, just FYI, something for you to try, see if it works for you. So here we go. Stitch length is set down to 1, and let's see, yeah, that's 1, and the width is 5. So here we go. And it's just going back and forth over the cut area is all it's doing. Okay, that's the end of that. Now we're going to go backwards, so we're going to change our stitch, our zigzag width down to, let's go to 3 and yeah, let's just go to 3 on this one. So we're at 3, and we're going to back up over it. You just have to kind of eyeball when you're going backwards to keep everything centered. Okay, that's the second run. Now our third run, we're going to come forward and we're going to change our zigzag length down to 1. I'm on the very edge, so I'm going to lift my foot and get it under the feed dog a little bit better there. And on this one, it's important to get it right in the center. And you can actually go back if you want to at that point, but usually that's plenty to hold everything in place. So what we end up with is our elastic is held together by 3 rows of thread. Get rid of my thread here. And run your finger across it. You don't feel a ridge. It just blends right in, and it's strong. It's as strong as that will ever be. If you notice this pulling apart like it is here, just come back and do another zigzag on the very edge. Sometimes you don't go all the way back. You don't want it kind of coming apart there. So what I would do is just simply get it under the foot and get as close to the edge as I can. Let me take my zigzag length back up a little bit. Put some close-up glasses on so I can see very clearly what I've got going on here. Okay. And now I'm going to try to stay right on the edge. Hold my thread tails. And take my length, my stitch length down to just above 0 basically. I just want to kind of almost do a bar tack there. I'm going to back up just a bit. Edge of the elastic's kind of hitting my sew table here, right there on the edge. Just enough to hold it. Okay, I'm on the edge now. That's a 3.5 setting on the zigzag. Now I'm going down to a little over 1. Go to a little over 2. Alright. Hopefully that got the edge. If not, you'll get the idea. Okay, yeah, that captured the edge, so I don't have any loose edges there. So again, you do that, you get a nice flat seam. You can't even hardly tell it's there. When you run your hand across it, it's flat as it can be, and you can pull on it all day long and it's not going anywhere. So anyway, that's the way I do elastic. And the higher, this is inexpensive elastic that you would get at a fabric store like Joann or something. Get a higher end elastic from a fashion supplier, and you can do this, and it just blends right in perfectly. So that's the way I do it. Hopefully you give it a try, and it'll improve your waistbands where you don't have that big ridge over the back of it. Even though it's in the back seam, it still bugs me, so that's why I started doing this. Hope this helps you out. Have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, take care.